There's certainly been a lot of controversy surrounding the Harry Potter series. From when it was first announced, some people saying we don't need a series. And of course, a lot of people out there that are very loud on social media, but not actually in the real world, who are upset that J.K. Rowling thinks biology is a real thing. But of course, once the castings were rumored and then reported and then announced, there became a whole other controversy, especially surrounding the casting of Black Snape, but even a little bit surrounding John Lithgow as Dumbledore, because in previous iterations in the Harry Potter movies, it was one of J.K. Rowling's big rules. No Americans. We want authentic British actors. That obviously is out the window. Who knows how involved she actually is? But there's a lot of people out there that are furious at John Lithgow for saying yes to this role, because J.K. Rowling has one thing in life that they disagree with. And John Lithgow, to his credit, basically says, I think this entire thing is a nothing burger. I'm surprised that anyone's upset that I would take a role like this. Harry Potter series star John Lithgow surprised by J.K. Rowling backlash. Why is this a factor? And we have the entire kind of interview here. We'll go through how he reacted. And then we'll go through the laundry list of some people online that are very, very upset at him and hate that this is response. How dare you not care about these people's lives? Aren't you a human being? It's such a fucking joke. Despite the ire toward and denouncement of J.K. Rowling from some of his colleagues amid the rise of anti-trans rhetoric, John Lithgow is befuddled at how the author's sentiments factor into his decision to step into the role of Albus Dumbledore in HBO's forthcoming Harry Potter series adaptation. Speaking of the Times UK, the Conclave actor said he didn't expect the backlash at his involvement, and that censure by the audience didn't put him off from continuing with the project. I thought, and by the way, this is going to be the thing that every single person who's cast in this, whether it's 70-year-old, 70-whatever-year-old John Lithgow, or whether it's an 11 or 12-year-old child actor that takes a role, this is all going to be part of it from the media. Because J.K. Rowling says something that 99% of people fucking agree with, that men are men and women are women. They're going to try to turn this into some crazy thing and bad press for them. This is John Lithgow's reaction. I thought, why is this a factor at all? I wonder how J.K. Rowling has absorbed it. I suppose at a certain point I'll meet her and I'm curious to talk to her, he said. When asked if the criticism dissuaded him, he responded, oh, heavens no. The veteran actor also said he wasn't put off when a very good friend, who's a mother to a trans child, sent him a link to an article titled, An Open Letter to John Lithgow, Please Walk Away from Harry Potter. He admitted that exchange was the canary in the coal mine regarding the ensuing backlash. When asked if he expected such condemnation, Lithgow said, no, absolutely not. Of course, it's a big decision because it's probably the last major role I'll play. It's an 8-year commitment. So I was just thinking about mortality and that this is a very good winding down role. And you know, he's done characters that have English accents before. Interestingly enough, he brings up Roald Dahl, who, you know, an anti-Semitic author. He says, no one complained when I agreed to play Dahl, but I've received so many messages about J.K. Rowling. Isn't that odd? He stated. Now, he is very much basically saying, I don't give a fuck about any of this shit. I'm playing a role, and I'm happy to play that role, and no amount of weirdos online are going to dissuade me from that. But there's a lot of those weirdos that are very upset. To not even be moved when a close friend tells you how they and their child will personally be hurt by this really sick shit. John Lithgow, coming off a popular award-winning film, getting ready to do the last role of his career by tarnishing his reputation to be in a mid-remake TV series produced by a psycho for a paycheck he won't live to fully enjoy anyway. Didn't take John Lithgow for a prick. When I say that cis people... Fucking cis people, my God. That tells you exactly how this conversation is going to go. Pronouns in bio. When I say that cis people simply don't care enough about trans people as human beings, John Lithgow here's a prime example of what I'm talking about. That he absolutely didn't expect backlash for taking the role shows he simply doesn't care about trans people either way. John Lithgow isn't that stupid or out of touch. He knows exactly what he's doing. His first and only concern was for Rowling. I urge people to cancel him and shun him, including everything and everyone he's associated with. Well, look, that's all fine and good, but you know, the reality is nobody really fucking cares that much about this. The only people who do are these weirdo freaks with pronouns in their bios that scream into the void. The same people who tried to boycott the Hogwarts Legacy game and that ended up backfiring in the face. These people are in the vast, vast minority. The vast majority of people, 98, 99% of people in this world think that men are men and women are women. That's the reality. Anything other than that is an incredibly unpopular opinion that people don't even really consider. That's just being honest. That's just reality. And so, no, it's not surprising that it maybe didn't expect this amount of backlash. And the truth is, there's not as much backlash as these people would like you to think there is. You might get a bunch of likes on Twitter for something. You might get a bunch of likes out there on Twitter, but the real world is not concerned. I think there's a lot of other concerns about this series when it comes to properly portraying and properly adapting this. I've talked about this numerous times, a lot of times. But worrying about pronouns and bio freaks, it's not one of them. It's interesting, John Lithgow, to say basically that I don't fucking care. However, not all of the people involved with this are going to take the same tactic as John Lithgow. There's going to be some that are going to be very vocal about it, that are maybe going to say something stupid, say something insane about J.K. Rowling. That is 100% going to happen. And that's what we can expect from this point forward with anyone surrounding this series because of activists in the media and these woke fucks online. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.